Anxiety and depression are something that I've struggled with for many years, and they've caused me to feel alone a lot of times. I suffered from very severe anxiety, getting to the point where for me to go out different places, to a restaurant, to the movies, to have someone come visit me in my home, to something as simple as sitting and watching a movie would cause me to panic and to feel totally out of control. Didn't think there was anything I could do. It wasn't going to get any better. And so I really relied on prayer during those times, just praying to God every night, like, God, please take this away from me because I don't think I can live with this anymore. As I became a young adult, I ended up with postpartum depression. And so that was obviously another challenge for me. You still deal with a lot of the anxiety, but the depression can really get scary during those times as well. So just to kind of show an example of how God can use people to help each other, I was driving in Gehenna and happened to drive by the office of a psychiatrist who had a little sign out in the front yard advertising that they were there. And through seeing a doctor, I've been able to overcome this. And I believe that God has given him the talents and the knowledge to be able to help me. I don't believe in coincidence. I believe that was part of God's answering my prayer to help me. Actually, my career ended up being related to my panic and depression. When I was in college, I decided, well, you know what, maybe I'll study social work or psychology and I'll figure out what's wrong with me and I will heal myself and everything will be fine. Well, obviously that didn't happen. But I do find it interesting that God led me to become a social worker. If I wouldn't have had anxiety and depression, I wouldn't be in the field that I'm in today and that I love and working with people who I enjoy. And hopefully I'm sharing some of what God, through this story, when I'm able to work with clients who have depression or anxiety, that I can be very compassionate and treat them. There's no stigma. I mean, I've been there myself. So maybe that's also part of why God has allowed me to experience this, so that I can then go forward and share the gift that he's given me with other people. And I just wanted to say, that we have to trust that even when we don't see anything but fear and sorrow in our future, God knows better, and we have to trust in him. Just because we can't see the future doesn't mean that he can't. And so we have to hold on and be patient and trust. And I'm so thankful that God is faithful during difficult times. I couldn't see any hope for my future, but God had something much better in store for me. I couldn't see it, but he knew how it was going to turn out. So freedom from the feelings that were controlling my life is really what God has given me. And he's given me a story that I can share. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future."